Hello, this is Ria Chopra here at Pycon 2019 with Rohit Chandra, who is a serial entrepreneur. Thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me, Ria.
So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, I've been coming to Taekwondo for 20 plus years now. I've been a serial entrepreneur in the Valley, done, I don't know, half a dozen different companies, mostly web focused, a little bit of IP. And I used to do a talk radio show on entrepreneurship. And what else? I love to travel the world.
That's awesome. So, what are some things that you've done as a serial entrepreneur?
So I did a social, well, what's arguably the very first social network way back in the 90s, company called eCode. And then I followed that up with 5 years of travel when I went globetrotting, visited about 50 odd countries. Came back, did another company which is in the content curation space. So think of what Pinterest does, except doing it for text as opposed to images. And I did a patent which is the personalized URL, which is probably used by a few billion people on the planet today. So just a bunch of different, interesting, fun things. One life to live, right?
Yeah, that's amazing. And what has your experience been like at Tycon?
I love Taekwondo. Like I said, I've been coming 20 years. So it's great to walk the hallways and see all the old faces and familiar faces and people you haven't seen in a year or two or five or in some case even 20.
All right, that's awesome. And what is one thing you say that you're most proud of that you achieved?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I'd say, oh yes. But I'll skip that one. I'll just come back to saying I think being an entrepreneur is fun and having to grit your teeth and make it happen is a lot. And there is so much inspiration around here. So it's fantastic.
Definitely. And is there a website or social media where people can learn more about you if they need to or your company?
Google search.
Okay.
I'm very publicly visible.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me, Ria.